available on Blu-ray from Severin Films, is another in their series of releases of the films of Spanish filmmaker Eloy de la Iglesia. It is The Creature from 1977. Stars Ana Belén, Juan Diego, Claudia Gravi, Ramon Raparez, and Manuel Pereiro, and Mickey 3 as the dog. So I'd never heard of this, and that's cool. I love that Severin is still unearthing films that are new to video in America, new to Blu-ray in America, or just new to me in general. And I had no idea what to expect, went in totally blind, and wow. Now, I've enjoyed Eloy de Iglesias' other films that I've seen from Severin. There's one set that I still have got, literally, you could probably see it behind me if that was in focus, that I haven't watched yet, but all the others that I've watched, I've really enjoyed. Cannibal Man, which is a terrible title for a very good film, and another which I don't recall that was really excellent. So when I saw that it was Iglesia, I'm like, oh, excellent, cool. Here's the basic story. Husband and wife. Husband is a philanderer. He is a host of a TV variety program. Wife is a stay-at-home mother. She is pregnant. They go off on a trip together with her, with child, and they stop at a gas station. I'm not going to tell you the whole story. They stop at a gas station. She is terrorized by a mangy black dog. It's on a chain, but still, she is shocked. Subsequently loses the baby due to that attack and that shock. Flash forward a little bit. They're lazing on the beach somewhere on a little vacation. Similar looking, but not mangy. But much better groomed, much better dietary intake, I'm sure. A dog comes up to them and just starts hanging out, looking at her. It's kind of menacing, but the dog doesn't do anything bad. They go to leave the beach. The dog runs up and hops in the car with them. She's like, oh, can't we keep it, please? The husband is not thrilled, but, they've suffered a loss, so let's try to replace that void with a pooch. So the wife becomes very attached to the dog. The wife becomes very attached to the dog. This film goes in a very strange place. She names the dog after the child they lost. The name they were going to give to their baby son who died in childbirth or pre-childbirth is given to the dog. Husband doesn't love it, but it makes the wife happy. As the film goes on, the dog comes between the two. The husband humors the wife, but the dog is pampered, the dog is given preference over everything else, and the wife finds in that dog everything the husband can't give her. The dog is loyal. The dog is devoted to her. The dog loves her unconditionally. The husband works long hours. She finds solace and succor in that dog, including a scene or two that's very interesting. Now, I don't want to be explicit, and I don't know if the filmmaker intended for the story to go that way, or if it's just she's very close to the dog. I think you can interpret that either way you want. Either way, she's very close to the dog. And the film just goes in strange places. It's not a horror film. This is a melodrama. This is a drama. I didn't know from the cover and the title, The Creature, if this would be a horror film. It hits some of the same beats that a horror film would hit in terms of strangeness and discomfort and weirdness. But ultimately, it's a fascinating movie. I thought it was really good. Beautiful to look at. The transfer on this was amazing. Like I said out loud while we were watching it, I'm like, this does not look like a movie from 1977. Yes, the clothes and the cars and the music and all that, but as far as visual quality, resolution, color, skin tones and all that, it does not look like an old movie. This is a phenomenal transfer on this. It's in Spanish with English subtitles, had I not mentioned that. And bonus features. A strange movie interview with assistant director Alejo Loren. That's 23 minutes. That's really interesting. It gets into his work as a filmmaker, his work with De La Iglesia as a filmmaker, and this movie in particular. Gaspar/Eloy. This is an interview with filmmaker Gaspar Noé, which I believe is how you pronounce that, who did All Irreversible and a movie called Vortex that was outstanding recently, and very edgy, envelope-pushing movies. That's a 14-minute chat with him about this. And then we get an introduction by him at Cinémathèque Française from 2023. That's 4 minutes where he was presenting a screening of this. Apparently they were doing a retrospective of, I think they said like 22 films by De La Iglesia, and he talked about how he first discovered the film and what it means to him and all that. Fascinating movie. I will show you what the packaging looks like, which again makes you think that could It's out of focus. Well, maybe I won't show you what the packaging looks like, but trust me that the packaging looks great. If I do this, can you see it? Is it in focus if I do that? If my face isn't in there, is it in focus? Yeah, so that's what it looks like. And fascinating movie. Really interesting. It falls right in line with the kind of stuff Severin does. Envelope pushing, boundary pushing, sometimes a little saucy, sometimes a little salacious, sometimes just flat out weird. I really, really enjoyed this, which is, it's like 100% on my enjoyment of Eloy de la Iglesia's films. Available now on Blu-ray from Severin Films. 1977's film for dog lovers, The Creature.